Eugene Mawakwaba.
Yenia, Michia, Etiefoni now, so.
Well, Mojo,
Yadanyamia say, Debbie Audio ko Osadia ba, Yamiadom yet in Quemwana. Said Yanyamia say Money Hub is growing. The mentorship program is also growing.
Absolutely.
BBR mentorship program no, and would testify, say, it's been a great learning journey so far.
Okay.
And him say, Nyamdi eba could do Joe Jones.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just before I share, I came to studio. I was on a Zoom call with the rest of the juniors coaches from worldwide, Egypt, South Africa, Germany, India, and all other parts of the world. And Dr. Kwesi was asking me, say, what is the feedback from the mentees? And I was saying, say, every day, because and say I had one-on-one coaching with some of them. Every day, it so unfolds, say, knowing their talent and being able to, I realize that one more 10 years, to the extent, say, and then I miss you, one mentor obia.
Exactly.
They are already in the process, and that was the whole idea. Exactly.
That's beautiful. And it's very important to be able to identify who you are, your talent.
Okay.
Me Fana say, this is how I see it. Okay. Say Fana say, call war. Me sure so many people have watched war movies before. Say be a country where any country where call war.
Aye.
Okay. Usha soldier be akitatu.
Aye.
Soje bia oko bi architecture ebi okita grenade okita eyi nisio wa ha na mo okita dagger bi ehye ne ho how they be defending ne ho. Can you imagine going onto the war front how they won't hit you? Just imagine how it is.
Yeah.
And that is how talent is. Because at the end of the day, nyame amfo biamba we are saying God gave you something.
You're without a weapon.
Exactly. God gave you talents. God gave you weapons. Into those weapons, no, and I'll be used. Into imagine somebody who is not using their weapons. You are going to be killed. You will die on the war front. So what you say? And now you to say a bean switch on weapon hole.
No.
And
you should be full for weapon.
Weapon can help him with what he has to do. When him says, even in the army we have medics. As people are getting injured, no,
yes.
You should have maybe a morphine,
yes.
Instead of having that morphine, before you're not playing your part well on the war front. Into that is the talent. Internet is so important to be able to develop or know where your talent is. And that is what we had Dr. Kwesi coming to teach us the other time on
awesome. Awesome.
Being able to know your talent, identify your talent, and working in that talent.
Because
unfortunately, we have people who by this time we've been Atria Mountains are all born by metal and I say me passion, what is my passion in life? Or boss and pay with the 50. And that's with the 60. You get it? Whilst the truth to this matter is that you'd have to put yourself out there.
Yes.
Go learn something. Go put yourself out there. Practice. As I will practice, you get to know Cynthia. And Obibeka say elimination by rough tactics. You get to know, say, this is not good for me.
Yes.
This is good for me. This is, I have done, I do a lot of jobs in my photography business. I love to go to weddings, take pictures. When the way out, maybe many unkofono interacting here, everybody likes it when I do that. But you know what? It is so difficult for me to edit, say for hours editing. It's so difficult for me.
It means you'll be full for talent. Exactly. Then someone picks it up from here. Yeah.
And it's only by being on the field that you realize this, that Eugene, this is not my side.
And once you consistently put yourself where you are not, that is where depression sets in.
Exactly.
Stress.
Exactly.
Because
you are, as they say, square pegs in round holes. That is not where you are supposed to be.
I know.
And we have so many of that in our country.
Absolutely. And while I was still, we're going to come, to personal development skills because the year canon so is very, very, very key.
Yeah.
Knowing your talent is key. Personal development skills here are so we just like you're saying, when you will be the wrong weapon and who communicate but who communicate wrong.
Exactly.
Who to me present now so present now present and you will feel it. So you can imagine how confused you will be more.
Yeah.
And it's actually stemming from understanding your talent. Now so what TN says here, I will urge you to go to www.geniusreport.com. Now there's this 3 dashes at the top right corner. Then you change it to English. Speak English, and I change to English. Then you put in your full name, your date of birth, and your time of birth. So when name or time of birth, I use 12 p.m. Once you derive your Genius report, you may send it to us, and we will help you understand your talent. People have benefited from this, especially my mentees. And I brought it to my mentees by bringing Dr. Kwesi all the way from Germany because it is a special thing, I believe. So, Obia was so talent. Personal development skills are here, Babekin, just like Eugene Kaye. If in the war front, you are supposed to be using shotgun, who use long gun, wrong. If in the war front, when are you medic, after the who create you now, who shoot to a mess, wrong. If in the war front, you're supposed to be doing something else, now you be before, who confused, who hard dream, you were frontliners, you were backliners, even in a soccer field. Once one person leaves the post, and that is how we feel like a lot of Ghanaians are. Okay, Eugene, let's go straight into your personal development skills. One kasa and I say now will be to me explain it to it here for this evening.
So personal development skills, I'll come back to our talents now. So you could be having a weapon on the war front, but so on him say, soldiers spend years learning how to do what? Perfect how to use that weapon.
Yeah.
Said you be mia trigger nimpono. You get it? Because one training you be mia trigger no wako shoot and those are skills. You could be blessed with talent, but if you don't learn skills on how to use that talent, you'll be in trouble.
It's like holding a weapon and not knowing how to use the
weapon.
Like a grenade.
Yes.
Depending on where it might blast.
You get it. Okay, it's a bomb. You detonate it now for the one castle blast.
Yes, blast.
You get it.
Yes.
These are personal development skills are skills that are related to whatever you are doing.
Yeah.
Skills that are related to your talents, no. Say
yeah.
Because Usiano Biabea, listen, you are going to be average.
Yeah.
Usiano Biabea are going to be average. And one thing we always want people to understand is that, listen, so a boss 80 or 2,000 or expect to say he'll make 2,500 out of you. So boss more 2,000, I said he expects say he'll make 2,500 a month from you.
Yeah.
If he's not making 2,500,
you are not
his valuable
time. You're not valuable to him. I like that.
You get it, and it's only through what's developing yourself.
Yeah.
In different ways, and no na be why then waiting me a sharpen on.
Yeah.
It's like having a weapon. Ebian fan say sekan. Now what sharpen sekan no.
Yeah.
Utimi tra ediani ye. If it's not sharp, the boom and so talent in
Ankawo. Okay.
You get it.
So personal development skills is more like the sharpening of the talent.
Of your
so
talent.
That able to media just like we explained, he says a weapon, you learn how to how to use the weapon.
Yeah.
And just you have it all, but it ends up becoming destructive.
You realize we have in your area, Osha, Baba Bihon, or you're very good. And also be on the more than Opama dear, or you're very good. Now so Yaman getting binti. Baby Abekobia we tuni shop mo. And I said woman atadina just say affiance na on Sabeka.
Oh, because
you get it. Inti Ebanasa, these are skills that we learn.
Yeah.
Obi and share school.
Yeah. No correct.
You're not taught in school.
Like I'm saying.
As you are going up and you realize, hey, Nyama we means you coming home. Then
it becomes a problem. All right. Now let's go deep into Yekase personal development skills, just like you have showed us. It is the skills. Niema yeba besua to sharpen ade na unimu yo. Now so niema nkitin na wuntumi mfanka ho nti no. Said you uko interviewer nipa no hwe was it na interview 9 no. I feel now would trickle in and you don't even seem like you are concerned.
Exactly.
Like nante boko na woba. Ye bisa wo question you passion bia enim commitment bia enim say na ben yenhwe ne nyame be ye ne ade who yenhwe ne nyame be sense. Just like you're saying, if I'm an employer, make sure say be 2000 not just who making me 2500 and this I who wasting me time.
You're not valuable. Company, yeah.
What are some of the personal development skills are ene yemfanka yabra bono ho to make sure says talent na ye wona enyum to na ye to na ye to ne yi business na ye tumi ye ne etepen na ye mfanka ho a ebe ma ye sharp ebe ma ye successful.
Okay, so I like the fact say starting you said say journey ya nam so ni na no it's a continuous learning journey. So at yes it's a continuous learning journey. These are things that we have learned from people. We have practiced it ourselves too, and we know that you bear me witness. These are things that of all the like they say the same things.
Same thing.
So I'll just list them and then we'll take them one by one.
Mate.
First one we had last week we had Dr. Sujesh coming too. Yeah, and the first one was goal setting. Okay, we have goal setting, time management, communication skills, emotional intelligence, critical thinking skills, adaptability and flexibility. And then continuous learning and development.
Absolutely.
Okay. So we'll pick them one by one and then we go.
Okay.
Just like how we said, this is a continuous learning something.
Yeah.
Okay. Funny, say we drew VIP station. And then I go and sit in Kumasi car. I know say Kumasi na meko. Meaning say Kumasi na meko. It did me 10 hours I me do Kumasi. It is better than Obia Ojina Yihonomono na onhu baby offer, onhu car offer. Immediately own car offer no. You haven't even started the journey.
I like that.
That is where goal setting comes in. You haven't set up the goal. Say, listen, at the pama me pay me pese me ye kwanchen at the pam me pese me what this level. I want to be doing the. Say there are people in this country are pam gown. Yeah. They are taking over 10,000 Ghana cedis for a gown.
More than that.
Say, hey, no, they didn't
more than that.
More than that.
Yes, more than that.
How were they? So, what certain level be a man home? What certain goal be a man home? Or the be
and so I did be yes. Yes.
You get it? It's a hormone of pesoju.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll give you an example. There was a time my mentor Bakubi, he gave me a car. He gave me his car. I think I've forgotten the story, but or mom in a car. Now, Sandra, I think that day I met you. I said, "Car be on my yet name. Maybe so you dim." The car, Sandra. What's name like that? This is a car. Yes. This is
you're comfortable. Just a kind of such a.
From that day, Emma, my vision of changed.
Okay.
So what you say? I believe, say, for work employers.
Yeah.
Sometimes you must open something up to your employees.
No.
Let them see a vision.
Yeah.
That is why usually an employer must be a visionary. Because your employees may not be seeing the things, especially Ghana yeti. Masa nipa no wafa hardship mu na say no odu ha wa bre. Dream big masa. Masa dream big na o kano. Ni dreaming big ni say ono na ni papa ye koko krache. Ono say ono ba be ye eyi
accountant.
No. Accountant no put say put it's even high. Ono obenya 2 ni papa koko fan back. Ono obenya 2. Hey, hallelujah. I am
it's true.
You would have to show them the future, how it is. Just like how I experienced that car, and
it's the sound why you say no.
And that experience is in me up to now.
Say, I need to,
there's a level I want to get to in life.
Yeah.
And that is the goal setting.
Okay.
And everybody must be able to set those goals in your life.
Yeah. Because without it, either you become complacent.
Unya 1, 2, what's the other?
It is my mom was telling me a story today. Or see or fruit shop.
Yeah.
Oni mama ne kasa, and the woman lives in our area. Oni mama ne kasa, mama ne say, oh, lady bi oye jumama ne neighbors ni bi is kafoni bi na. Or say, oh didi ana mo kasa intino. O jaho na wako. No say ahina we save then 3,500. Or say not that 3,500 that we save now. How far will it get you?
In her mind, 3,500 is
yes.
She's rich.
Yes.
Just say we need to kind enough.
No
correct. Just say ya can any sister. Just say me jai jumana. When you say within 2 months you'll be
a better.
You get it.
Yeah.
So we being able to set goals
is the start of it.
And we all know, I wouldn't go deep into that, but setting smart goals. You are setting smart goals. You say sometimes you may say, oh, me person yesikini. That is not a goal.
Yeah.
Person, I want to be rich. That is not a goal.
Yeah.
You'd have to set what smart goals.
Yeah.
Okay, they must be specific. Say, okay, I'm making 2,000 now. Okay. This year, me person me ye be become one. Me to mean 5,000 by the end of the month.
That's realistic.
So that's realistic.
Matthias, yeah.
And so achievable. You don't say Cynthia, by next year I want to become the
president of Ghana.
President of Ghana.
Flag bearer.
Yes. By next year. You could be in 20 years, but now you know say
it's not realistic. So,
so achievable, it must be realistic, it must be time bound. And there's smart goals.
Right.
I'm sure you find this on the net. You should go deeper into it and then learn more about what smart goals are.
All right. Then go the next one, which is time management. Time management. Time will you crew hadie.
Time management is a mindset. That is what I have come to understand. I'll use myself as an example. I don't shy away from using myself as an example because listen, as we move forward in life. Hey, can you believe, sir? When we are supposed to have Zoom meetings, have you ever been late for a Zoom meeting before? Okay, I have been late for a Zoom meeting before. I used to be late for Anka, you have a physical meeting now. I say, oh, Marco, do you oh boss, traffic,
yeah.
But they say a Zoom meeting, so we late. Zoom meeting. So when
it's
a mindset.
It's a mindset.
Inti Zoom meeting, no. Osha.
6 p.m. But what? 6 because of that Ghana, they know say.
That is a log in, and I say, by the time I try to log in, was not my internet delay, and I say my internet lagging. My login now about 6:15,
and that is
who log in? You say register. Often about
register 6:30.
6:30, and so we do inside, and it was becoming consistent, and I said no. So I realized that my lateness was what? A mindset.
A mind thing.
It wasn't just and can you imagine a whole country like Ghana? It's because Ghana for timing yet.
Yeah, timing you.
How can it be possible?
I stopped emceeing at weddings because of that. Because me and me time so me could do honomo semi MC. So wedding here 2 p.m. Me ko yes, Mrs. Taketa said, now, who sent you? I don't want a bride, no. No, I said,
Ghana wedding.
I said, no. I say it won't start at the time.
How can such a whole country have this mindset?
It's not possible. It's not good.
So what you say? For most of us, no, addition years,
yeah.
Listen, I had to realize this about myself and start working on it.
Yeah.
For most of us, no, our society has brought us up that way. Listen, for your own self and for your own good,
break it.
Break it. And try to do what? Deal with time. So, okay, that is where people respect you. Your employer will respect you. When him say, hey, I remember you told me you be a photographer. By the time Malba could do no, the guy will be there. He says, oh, madam, Mabidu.
Yes. I love the guy for that.
Yeah.
We do what did that, Madam Mabidu. Before me, we do what did that. And I love that. And when me now focus Madam for be so what she I forgot was it a PA for I'm say but how go for we school febini or see when they're supposed to come for interview time ma wo de ba or she the panic dress or she the way the panic kasa home can be nim no say no I'm not going to put my whole organization in the hands of a person like that who's yes our time problem
exactly into that is the thing we I was set Sanyama way you need but so because you're watching we are not seeing it.
Normal.
You're not seeing. I remember Dr. Is it Mr. Khan of Tank Palace?
Yes.
Tank Palace. He had said something about you before. Say, dealing with you, there's never been a time he's had a meeting with you that you came late.
Sir?
Yeah, you remember we were there one of these days.
Oh,
and he said
okay.
it, yeah.
In fact, just yesterday or a couple of days ago, I was having a meeting with him.
Yeah.
Shout outs to you, Mr. Khan. And he was saying, he was telling his HR manager, this lady, professional lady to send that. And he's so surprised because every time from 2016 that he's known me until now, every time there's something new I'm bringing, and I always want to carry the organization along. It's like I'm bringing value and I'm always bringing the value to say, listen, let's all do it and do it together. I'm happy. He goes to the extent of saying he's me a role model. And up to now, I'm trying to think about, but you're right. Me and family time in Niagara. Because me when it's a time no valuable. Me for obi time in Niagara. Because me when say a valuable. Into for me, the little things like we are saying, ko baby, ko shia, ferry phobi, nipa kesi bi na we say traffic. Why didn't you set off at 6 a.m.? Me say yes, baba G visa.
Anka, try. Oh, be late for visa appointment.
No, never.
And I say, quite good. Never
on your late.
Ni flight. Or missing a flight.
Train 3 hours.
The family now 3 hours. No more train. Till time.
It's
a mindset, and we have to work on it.
Absolutely. Okay, let's move on to communication skills.
Okay, so who will be bigger?
Yeah.
Definitely said you'll be canon.
Yeah.
The message is important, but said you'll be canon.
Yeah.
Let us take there's an example from the Bible where God had told Nathan to go and tell David something. Na also ko kache David say, Charlie, nyame say, wakofa obi yere. And I say we kum ni kunu. Uncle, he's a prophet. He's worked in the year of the prophet. Said the prophet because hey, me say
aye.
She, say, listen, anyway, me ko kana sa keke I could lose my head.
Yeah.
He carved it in a story. He carved it in a nice story.
Wow.
By the time I can't story, David and say, so he had judged himself.
Okay.
And he had delivered his message beautifully and walked away.
I like that.
And he kept his head. Somebody will lose his head. I come and say, no, yeah, me na nyame
Share the link.
You get it?
Yeah.
Say me how be canon.
Yeah.
Who ejumem? Your employees. Why you be bonny? Why you one yet any? The way I was shouting in front of people like Obia woman like Philip so bad. The person loses confidence. To me, also communication on both sides. You are an employee. Or boss said your name be kasa.
Yeah.
You get it?
Yeah.
Said you be only customers be kasa.
Yeah.
And this thing is another big issue.
Big
you
issue.
Know it.
Big
said
issue.
You only customers kasa.
Big issue.
Listen, me can't like to degrade ourselves as Ghanaians or anything like that. But sure. Nigerian. Our Tom there. Oh, okay. Make you come back. Hey, not just say, oh, the Ghana need just say, well, be sa one tompono. What's that? For
You're right.
The attitude. They said you're back Kasano, back Kasano. You get it. We must learn. Yet now, no. Nigeria for more for your Juma. Yet near show. Oh, Nigerians are far. Who call a part of your friend is saying Medina. It's a part of Medina, right under the bridge. Those shops are all owned by Nigerians now.
Wow.
Yes, those shops are all owned by I feel so sad.
And the truth of the matter is, how did they become successful to be able to own it all?
Exactly.
It's because they got clients.
Exactly.
It means say Ghana for a year pay acro. Yes, yeah pay. When we're going to buy something, na misika me so pesi acro. Inti na ona ye me hi. Me so meko. Yes.
We share the whole area una opama de yi and say una oye TF inti man for bar. Even communication in bianani. What can we name so?
Yeah.
What can we name just say time ben na obey. Who say me pon 9 now I be do 8:45. life into a new na audio show. That is a form of communication.
It's true.
You're communicating with your non-verbal communications. So nyama when you just like I said, you nani new Ghana. Me, I grew up in Ghana, so I understand. Nyama we are sharing, but for us to move to the next level,
I was see breaking the barriers,
and we need to learn.
Bibi.
You get it? You need to learn.
Na me every time I say, nipa ni diska April. Serena jiska ne. Hey.
Yes, sir. Nipa ni ko we ani afide.
Serena jiska ne.
You need a bonfire ukon all night. Ko bonfire rade mami juma ni tumpo rade mami juma ni tumpo. Someone be ba no we mu na wenim.
And that's what for Bible. It's one of the things we do. Like customer, what? Yes.
Oh, hello, madam.
What are
you buying? What
some of the things they do, they say, "Oh, because do nothing. Oh, yeah, shabakata ya, no. Pray before that. Do your morning devotion before that. I think so. I've even had conversation with friends who are employers who have also complained. Say, "Nan saying one more employer now kwa sorry be cry yem pesi ye befow because I feel na nechna me pastor say membra o chinichi ye friend ye see ye me call 19
obebe ejuma no panani ni man ye see just say
unim na ko kan be bompa ye
eh hwe wo pa we demon ye adamoni
Eugene, young next. Emotional intelligence.
so emotional intelligence, okay. Yes, I'm from back to workspace. Boss can be when you
yeah.
Then you go back to your seats. Media me pesa ani amano, chale media okay or the bame so make it kimbi a no. The next time something like that, one can say ye though, waba. No one ma your anger gets a better part of you, and then you go and insult him. You've lost your job. You better now on babidi. Later, ubeko fiobe me infa bogen swine. And so later,
months later, I could have acted more intelligently.
So emotional intelligence is more of where we are able to have control over our emotions, and then also be able to preempt other people's emotions. When we say, you saw it, you saw the mood. Saturday na person could be for pay
for raise.
What's that? So you should be able to know people's emotions. Ocean emotion, then based on that, it's even based on emotional intelligence now. You can sell to people at the right time.
You
get it? When we say, oh, the person, do you know, say, it's even based on emotional intelligence now. People sell their product even around 30
a certain time.
Yes. Because you said this time, no?
Spending, yes.
That's the time I would the message and go, oh, me.
Very, very true.
Then it makes the business grow.
Very, very true.
So these are things that we have to learn.
Mamincha bills kakra. All right. Chuchun komo efa personal development skills. I'm sure, sir, you've picked up something. I was saying, you should just take 2 nafaka, but ninyin nara ehu. And I'm positive, sir, whilst you're listening, at all, once there's near wate ba wante, but wait a minute, you show so wate ate. Because of the way it's being conveyed. I told you that every time I have a conversation with Eugene, I know something great will come out, and I know so was wishing BB. Now, meaning say Eugene, I can't how many of the skills?
I can't think too.
All right, let's quickly go through them.
Yeah.
All right.
Talking about, let me just touch a little bit on what we just talked about.
Yeah.
Listen, if you are a youth listening to us, okay, baby be free.
Yeah.
The opportunities in this country now that were not there 10 years ago.
No correct.
Okay. So there are a lot of funding from different organizations. The man is please avail yourself.
Yeah.
Neto to Onyama ye. Sana waiting your funding ye because
it's true.
I also even feel, say, some of the opportunities, it is because perhaps it's being piloted in Africa. What you say, if I say be a MasterCard person before Africa, or sure Ghana is more stable, then I would want to start maybe from Africa. You start to hakekyo. You realize that Twitter office is in Ghana. There's I think there's because of that stability we have, economic stability and all that.
We need to take advantage of
it.
And yes, I bro.
The sad part about it is that if you take advantage now, because most of these things, the cut-off age is like 35.
It's like 35. Me who back could be. Me see my main almost do you want full scholarship? Me say no, I don't need scholarship. Now say I'm Cassandra. I'm money have. I need the money. Me gonna say your age doesn't. I'm say oh, but Daniel bro.
So yes, BBI would say so if you have a year maybe. For your cousins, for your nephews, please let them know the opportunities in this country that did not exist 10 years ago.
You just
need
to
take advantage of
and
them.
Are you available next week? Because we definitely need to finish this development.
Let me just end with this.
Recap with it.
The last one is critical thinking skills. Your mind, your ability to think, what you are here is your greatest weapon. Today we are talking about weapons. It's your greatest weapon, your greatest gift, your greatest talent. Everything is in your ability to think. So let me give you an example. Okay. There was this person you're in the call SS. Very sharp guy. Unimadie. So what you say? After later, he said, oh, unfortunately, he's in the psychiatric hospital. Listen, I did not own him no. Now, he will not be employed by anybody. Because of the condition of woman. Then it's saying nobody will. He was a fine guy too. Now one friend will. And so then as it's your mind, your ability to use your mind is your greatest weapon ever. That is why critical thinking is so important. Your ability to think. And let me give another example. Look. Obien ho ye ejuma say amanfo a ubehu omo no mu two man ho. Ye kan ejuma anko ye ejuma say omo ti office. And so why is it that you see somebody who working so hard like that, sweating, and so how much did they get in a day or in? And so sikapudu ebe swama MD bo you get it. Obi na kan asem. I think I heard it on TV sometimes. I think say Adrina ye ejuma ni peduane bre.
It's true.
Yeah, Adrina ye ejuma ni peduane bre. Inti won say oni peduane bread do I say Adrina it's not really working well. You're not even using tools that we have now. That time we're talking about AI, ChatGPT and all that.
Yeah. Resources
in the resources are
like
there
and you're not using it.
Yamau ejuma we yamau assignments be research bo ejumem and now you are thinking crack your brain to be able to
their apps are to be used now.
Go to ChatGPT, go get you you are not using your critical thinking skills.
Yep. Critical thinking.
Yeah.
Personal you have anything? Critical personal development skills.
Things that we need to learn.
This is solid. Eugene, thank you very much for passing through. Now I'm pushing it to next week, and so we on person next week. Or any plans want to be by two, but I work closely now. But I believe strongly, say you may, what's a BB? Like, do me a favor, go to my YouTube, subscribe to my YouTube at Cassandra World. And this is not because I'm selling anything to you, because I believe, once you're following me on YouTube, you can't miss the way. Once you're following me on TikTok at Cassandra World, at Cassandra World _1, you will get the message. Some of these things, I've done videos on it. They're on my YouTube, they're on my Instagram, they're on my TikTok. Follow it. Asana Dawson. What do I say? Yes. I want to feel some laugh. Entertainment is good, but let's begin to now learn because the only time we can become better is when we are cracking this brain. Because you're cracking brain, we are a bit dormant, a bit diminished. Eugene Apete Yadasi Bebre, thank you so very much for passing through. OBDJ say Ojina Konya. Ekwesikazu say Ojina Konya. They're taking you all the way until 10 p.m. But make Cassandra dear, me Rotary Club in Tino, me come Rotary meeting, Makramo. But I believe say a network day. It is not only you, but you go home and you share with your children. You go home, now when we share, go home and share with hubby. Say going forward, you know, differently. Because we don't want to continue the cycle of struggle. Your body didn't struggle, I dream it there, I yet dormant. Never. Sharpen the brain. Before uncomfortable dream that you think. Before you say time, we do ho. Communication, we do ho. Goal setting, we do ho. You become the best. You choose you will choose you. Any day. All right, Makramo, have a lovely, lovely evening. Meeting the Cassandra. Bye-bye.
Like and subscribe and click on the notification. Happy FM, Nimdie, Happy FM, and Nijenkwa.